Group 1, I am Buxani together with Angeles, Antonio, Arevallo, Basco, and Borra. We will be presenting the Chapter 2 titled Developing Marketing Strategies and Plans. There are 4 marketing and customer value which will be presented later out in this chapter. First is the value delivery process, the value chain, the core competencies, and the central role of strategic planning. So value delivery process involves everything necessary to ensure every paying customer is a happy customer. Companies today view themselves as a component of a value delivery process, placing less emphasis on creating and selling. This can be broken down into 3 steps. First is choosing the value. Prior to any product existing, marketing must first complete the homework represented by choosing the value. The market must be segmented and the positioning of the offering value must be developed. The cornerstone of strategic marketing is the segmentation, targeting, and positioning, which is the STP formula. Second is providing the value, which basically means that specific product characteristics, costs, and distribution must be decided by the marketing. Third and last is communicating the value. The third phase goal is to convey the value by announcing and promoting the product via the sales force, the internet, advertising, and any other communication means. Next is the value chain. This concept holds that every company is a synthesis of the tasks done to create, produce, market, deliver, and maintain its good. So in the value chain, sinasabi lang na mayroong iba't ibang department for every step in the creation of the product. It is the responsibility of the company to assess its cost and performance in each value-creating activity and search for methods to enhance them. Managers should evaluate the costs and outputs of the rival companies to use comparison points for their own. The firm's success depends not only on how well each department performs its work, but also on how well the company coordinates departmental activities to conduct core business processes. So these processes includes the market sensing process, which means that all the activities in gathering and acting upon information about the market. Second is the new offering realization process, all the activities in researching, developing, and launching new high-quality offerings quickly and within the budget. Third is the customer acquisition process, all the activities in defining target markets and prospecting for new customers. Fourth is the customer's relationship management process, which means that all the activities in building deeper understanding, relationship, and offerings to individual customers. Last is the fulfillment management processes, all the activities in receiving and approving orders, shipping the goods on time, and collecting the payment.
So, when it comes to core competencies, it creates uniqueness of some sort, which creates diversity between competitors in the market. It is considered as a source of competitive advantage and it contributes significantly in perceiving customer benefits. It also significantly affects applications in a wide variety of markets. And lastly, it makes it difficult for competitors to imitate the company itself. In maximizing core competencies, there are 3 ways: redefining the business concept, such as changing the target market or change the focus of the business. Another is reshaping the business scope, to which the company should gather new ideas to create new objectives. And lastly, repositioning the company's brand identity. Moving on, let us now talk about the central role of strategic planning, in which it takes a 3-way process. First, managing the businesses as an investment portfolio. Second, assessing the market's growth rate and the company's position in the market. And finally, establishing a strategy. Let us now move on to the next slide. And as for the marketing plan, there are 2 approaches: strategic and tactical. Strategic marketing focuses merely on the goals that the company is trying to achieve. Tactical marketing, on the other hand, can be distinguished through answering the question, how are you going to achieve it? There is a process in everything we do, which undergoes planning and executing. It undergoes a series of trial and error from different types of planning to organizing and implementing to coming up with a variety of results and going back to planning if something goes wrong. Through the corporate and division strategic planning, there are at least 4 steps: defining the corporate mission, knowing what the objectives are. Next is establishing strategic business units. This creates a vision and direction for the management. Next is assigning resources to each strategic business unit. And lastly is assessing growth opportunities. And this leads to creating actionable strategy to make room for development.
Defining the corporate mission. What is our business? Who is the customer? What is the value to the customer? And what will our business be? What should our business be? And here are the product orientation versus the market orientation company. Product. The first product is Missouri Pacific Railroad. We run a railroad. We are a people and goods mover. And Xerox. We make copying equipment and they improve the office productivity. And Standard Oil, they sell gasoline and they supply energy. Columbia Pictures, they make movies and they market the entertainment. Good mission statements. You need to focus on a limited number of goals. Stress the company's major policies and values. And you need to define the major competitive spheres within which the company will operate. And take a long-term view. Are as short, memorable, and meaningful as possible. Establishing strategic business units. A single business or collection of related businesses and has its own set of competitors and has a leader responsible for strategic planning and profitability. Assigning resources to each SB or the strategic business units. Management must decide how to allocate corporate resources to each strategic business units. First, portfolio planning models and the shareholder or market value analysis. Here are the assessing growth opportunities. Desired sales, the diversification growth, integrative growth, intensive growth is the current portfolio. And that is the strategic planning gap. And it helps to compute or manage your sales over times and years.
There are four assessing growth that we have, and these are intensive growth, integrative growth, diversification growth, and downsizing and divesting other businesses. Let's discuss first the intensive growth. What is intensive growth? Intensive growth is the growth strategy that is related to the products and markets. The intensive growth strategy focuses on increasing sales in various ways to increase the company's revenue. Market penetration focused on selling more existing products to existing markets. It should first review the opportunities for improving existing businesses. The examples of it are market penetration, market development, and product development are sometimes referred to as intensive strategies because they require intensive efforts if a firm's competitive position with existing product is to improve. Second is the integrative growth, a growth strategy in which a company increases its sales and profits through vertical and horizontal within its industry. Vertical is a backward integrative growth strategy that involves buying one of your suppliers to better control supply chain and help you develop new products. Example, footwear company merging with leather tannery. While horizontal involve buying a competing business or businesses. For example, footwear company merging with another footwear company. Diversification growth. Diversification is a growth strategy that involves entering a new market or industry, one that your business doesn't currently operate in while also creating a new product for that new market. A company may decide to diversify its activities by expanding into markets or products that are related to its current business. For example, an auto company may diversify by adding a new car model or by expanding into a related market like trucks. It makes sense when good opportunities exist outside the present businesses. Downsizing and divesting older businesses. This often means getting rid of high cost and low value elements that are not performing as projected or which you expect to take a downturn in the next period. The companies must carefully prune, harvest, or divest tired old businesses to release needed resources for other uses and reduce costs.
Marketing innovation is implementation of a new market method involving significant changes in product design or packaging. Product placement, product promotion, and pricing. Innovation in marketing is critical in terms of exploring new market which lead to an increase in sales. Employees can challenge company orthodoxy and stimulate new ideas by making core value, encourage collaboration, and etc. And firms develop strategy by choosing their view of the future. Business unit strategic planning process is a planning process of organization leader defining their vision for the future and identity their organization goals and objective. SWOT analysis, the overall evaluation, and also a way of monitoring the external and internal marketing environment. External environment, opportunity and threat must monitor key macro environment forces and significant microenvironment factors that affect its ability to earn profit. It should track trends and important develop and any related opportunities and threats.
The marketing opportunity analysis or MOA is the process of determining where and how to reach additional potential customers or increase your revenue. It also entails recognizing rivals, comprehending your audience, and seeing opportunities. So basically, this method answers all the questions that were asked in the PowerPoint slide from slides 31 to 32. It can help the company to create a strategy wherein they can determine the wants and needs of the clients and also to get ahead of their competitors in the field of their business. And now, as you can see from the figure below, it is a diagnostic marketing tool that offers a way to evaluate environmental features, to warn managers from imminent threats and the advantages connected with changing environmental conditions. In an internal environment, internal strengths could include a company's strong financial foundation, a skilled team, or a cutting-edge machinery. These are all excellent illustrations of organizational strengths. Upper management should always have an innovative mindset and set objectives that make the most of the organization's advantages. And for its weaknesses, some of its examples are underpaid workers, a lack of motivation, or inadequate leadership from high management are a few instances of organizational shortcomings. Each of these flaws has the potential to significantly affect an organization's performance as a whole. Using the management by objectives or MBO approach, a manager and employee agrees on a particular performance goals and then create a strategy to achieve them. It is intended to improve employee engagement and commitment while coordinating goals throughout the whole business. And lastly, the three main strategies in Porter's generic strategies, which are overall cost leadership, differentiation, and focus, are very important and useful tools that will likely assist with the management, growth, and profitability of your business to create a sustainable competitive advantage.
Hi, my name is Adrian. Now let's proceed into the categories of marketing alliance. The types of marketing alliance view emphasizes the importance of complementary resources between the firms in ensuring the success of strategic alliance. In general, the first is service, in which we behave cooperatively throughout the life cycle of alliance. They can do this by being ethical and trustworthy. The second is promotional. We ensure that their organizational cultures are compatible with one another. This is an essential condition to support strategic alliances. The third is logistics. We should create a transport strategy before establishing any strategic partnership. This can help firms establish a general direction in doing business with allies smoothly. The last is pricing collaborations. An agreement between a manufacturer and a distributor supply products to a defined market segment. Now for the program formulation and implementation. According to McKinsey, there are 7 elements of success from the program, in which skills, This forms the capabilities and competencies of a company that enables its employees to achieve its objectives. Staff. It involves talent management and all human resources related to company decisions, such as training, recruiting, and reward systems. Style. The attitude of senior employees in a company establishes a code of conduct through their ways of interaction and symbolic decision making, which forms the management style of its leaders. Strategy. This refers to a well-curated business plan that allows the company to formulate a plan of action to achieve a sustainable competitive advantage, reinforced by the company's mission and values. Structure. It is the way in which a company is organized chain of command and accountability relationships that form its organizational chart. Systems. These entail business and technical infrastructure of the company that establishes workflows in the chain of decision making. And last is shared values. The mission, objectives, and values form the foundation of every organization and play an important role in aligning all key elements to maintain an effective organizational design. And now, feedback and control. A brief explanation is that a system with feedback and control is sometimes called a cybernetic system. That is, a self-monitoring, self-regulating system. Feedback is data about the performance of a system. Control involves monitoring and evaluating feedback to determine whether a system is moving toward the achievement of its goal. That explains to Peter Drucker. It said that it is more important to do the right thing to be effective than to do things right to be efficient. For example, the most successful companies, however, excel at both. And now, for the marketing plan contents. Here are the contents for presenting or submitting a paper. First is executive summary. Presents a brief overview of the proposed plan, same as table of contents. Second is current marketing situation. Presents relevant background data on sales, cost, profits, the market competitor, distribution, and the macro environment. Third is opportunity and issue analysis. These are SWOT analysis that identifies the main opportunities, threats, strengths, weaknesses, and issues facing the product line. Fourth is objectives. Defines the plan's financial and marketing goals. Objectives. Defines the plan's financial and marketing goals in terms of sales volume, market share, and profit. Fifth is marketing strategy. Presents the broad marketing approach that will be used to achieve the plan's objectives. Sixth is action programs. Presents the special marketing programs designed to achieve the business objectives. Seventh is projected profit and loss statement. This includes for the contents for marketing plan that forecasts the plan expected financial outcomes. And the last is controls that indicates how the plan will be monitored. And now for the last slide is the evaluating the marketing plan. Evaluation is an important part of marketing. It helps your company eliminate ineffective strategies and develop an overall plan that helps build your business. By scheduling regular evaluation of your marketing plan, you can save wasted money by modifying or eliminating campaigns that are not reaching your target market or garnering the response you need. As you plan, build mechanisms to monitor the success of each marketing effort to make evaluation cheaper and easier.